usually. Like, I get it. I completely agree with you. I just think you should breathe a little bit and just listen. But remember, I completely agree with you. And Kaylin's right. A time will come where we can have justice. That's pretty much it. And then I'll like back away because she's probably gonna hit me, and I probably deserve it. I wouldn't even be mad. I would just be like, "Yeah, it's fair."
Still staring daggers at Rav. And what makes you all think that we can trust him now? Why do all of a sudden we believe everything that he said?
I don't know what you mean by all of a sudden, but I don't know this guy, and he's got a better plan than any of us. So please, if you have ideas besides let's not trust this guy, then by all means. But right now, I'm here to listen, and I suggest you do the same. Because listening won't kill you.
Apparently for this guy it would.
No, that was you talking back to him. Not listening.
So, Kaylin, let's start giving everyone a recap here, and maybe that can help tensions cool.
Well, that's what she was doing, but not like actually repeating everything.
Varys suddenly remembers why he prefers animals.
There's something wrong with y'all's sound. You sound like robots.
Does it sound weird for everyone?
Yeah.
Alright, look out.
Yeah, try to reconnect.
While they're doing the recap, Biko's going to go back to looking for more books. And at this point, I'd probably expand the scope of what I'm looking for, but we can go over that later. But that's just what I'm going to be doing for now.
Yeah, I'll send you some books later.
Yeah, we've got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I figured before Dawn was talking, we probably got to the fact that Rob doesn't know how to track the final fist, and that we need the reconstitute conduits, and then so I pick up there and about Rob is going to research how to create the conduits, and Rob's contact, about the different factions that we're trying to get the rune.
Did you talk about the like fast travel stuff or anything? I assume.
Yes, we would mention that at some point here. Yeah, so it'd be that Rob's contact. Yeah, the fact that I told him that we know where Fares' weapon is, which I wouldn't say this out loud, but Xenia should have it. Like, if you guys remember, Tanya should have it right now, because Eliora has gotten it back to her. But I haven't said this out loud so that Rob doesn't know exactly where it is, because Biko was shaking his head no when I divulged that information, so...
So if you talked about all that information, Jair is like, okay, so we have like some way off of this island, and it sounds like y'all's friend that I've heard. Where are we starting? Are we going to start with where she's at, where this weapon is, whatever it is?
Well, we were honestly about to come talk to you guys, because that's kind of what we all need to decide, what makes the most sense. I think personally the safest thing and the most important thing would be to get Fares' weapon over here if we trust Rob, because if it's traceable, then it's not safe where it is. And I know Sora is important, but we need to get access to Eliora, and find out what's been going on. And so, yeah, I think, going to Gradecrest is our priority, personally. And we could get information about Sora there, hopefully, as well, if Eliora has been able to send a message back.
All right. So, are we going to use this stone circle thing to get to Greycrest?
Well, we can't get all the way to Greycrest. The closest we can get to is Kingshold. Or we could risk teleportation if we want to go straight there.
I think
we do still have some potions.
I think we've all teleported enough.
I look over to Bloom.
Bloom, you're muted, I think.
Can you hear me?
Low, but yeah.
Yes.
I kind of look over to Bloom, and did you ever end up getting that memory loss potion that I asked about?
Yeah, I did. I have it.
About that.
I think you need to hold on to it for a while, because I don't want to forget this ugly fuck's face until he's dead.
So, what if I could guarantee that you would remember him?
Rob has been quiet all this time, by the way. It's not just me.
I'm making
What
sure I'm
about
yelling it
you?
loud enough that he hears everything I say.
I have a feeling me, Zior, and Rob is giving each other like the.
Yeah, Zior is kind of he's been neutral, but he's like shifting towards the feelings of Dreyir at this point.
Surprise, surprise.
What if I told you that this potion could make sure you remember?
Then that would mean that you were lying to me.
Oh yeah.
I never technically called it a forgetting potion. You called it that.
Here we go.
I did get a memory
Oh,
potion.
damn! I need to get my popcorn. Hang on.
BRB.
Well, you know,
Varys looks real uncomfortable.
I feel like he's been like that for the past like 30 minutes.
Especially talking about the chicken house.
Yeah.
I was happy doing
He's,
that.
tell me this though, Varys. Is he still thinking about the chicken leg house?
No, okay, it's in the back of his mind, but we'll bring it up much later.
He's
Okay.
gonna test the waters to try to bring it up every few minutes.
Right. But right now, this is obviously important.
So, Dawn, did you hear what Kaylin said about you having some information that we need and you being able to unlock finding another rune or another chosen of the rune?
how would I know anybody that would have a connection to the rune?
Didn't you lose your memory?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay. So that's how you could know, is it's in there somewhere.
And we're supposed to just believe everything that this old undead guy says?
I mean, do you want your memory back at all?
Eventually.
Don't you want to know where you came from? Why you lost your memory?
Eventually.
Your history?
Ultimately,
Forget
yeah,
everything
I would
else.
like
Forget.
that.
I don't. This potion isn't from Raw. Forget everything. What if you could remember those things? That's not more important than you, than your pride and your hatred of Raw, is knowing where you came from?
This is probably the first logical, believable thing that someone has said in the last hour.
I can hand this potion over to you right now if you want it. I can even hand it over to you, and you don't have to take it. You have the power to give yourself your memory back. You have the power to bring back your memories, to bring back your history, to bring back whatever it is that you can't remember. Imagine everything you've learned and seen that you can't remember. All the people you've met.
My hand out for it.
Spikes it.
Bloom kind of like side eyes and looks at Kaylin to kind of gauge, and then but she's gonna give it to her. She hands it over.
Put it in my bag.
So do we think we should go to Greycrest first?
Whatever.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm fine with doing whatever, as long as it helps us, and preferably hinders him.
Well, we were always planning on getting Sora's weapon. That was always part of the plan.
I'm down for helping us.
We were always planning on going to see Tanya and getting Sora's weapon and trying to help Sora. So those two things on the list, nothing has changed. It helps us.
Fine with that.
How long does it take to get from Kingshold to Greycrest? You guys traveled that, didn't you?
A year in real time.
If I mean, we kind of got stopped a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But
Oh, I
I-
want to know.
I think it was kind of about 2 weeks. Ferrex, do you remember?
Oh yeah, that was about 2 weeks. But in my opinion, if we were to find some horses or something, that could probably speed the process up a lot.
And we know the way now. We did it the first time.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, we wouldn't have to find what 1, 2, 3, 4, and a pony. Because Bloom could definitely do a pony. It wouldn't be too expensive.
You're muted again.
Rob, a lot has been said. Are you still willing to work with us?
He chuckles.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Oh, you mean him?
He chuckles and says, I'm willing to help.
You? Oh, Rob?
Despite
This
what you
is-
might think, I have no desire to kill you. I think I've proven as much multiple times.
Can you keep threatening, but not actually doing it.
Because beyond you and us, there are much more important things to consider.
This is true, Rob. Now, can I ask you this though? Could you get us some horses?
An undead horse, please.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
I can get you some undead horses, but I don't know if they will make it through the portal or through the teleportation.
Oh, it's worth a shot.
Also, I have another question. If you could answer me this: why is the most powerful being in the world so goddamn useless?
It's a valid question.
That's a very valid question, but
But I don't know him, so.
yeah. It's a valid question, Don.
Said with curiosity and respect.
Mm-hmm. Varys just slinks back.
Well, if you think I'm useless, then just don't bring the the conduits to me? Try to figure it on your own. You sound like you think you're powerful enough.
I like that idea. Let's go.
But
I
do
know
we
I'm
still get the horses?
Do we still get the horse?
I know I'm not powerful enough, but also your actions have proven that you're definitely not powerful enough either.
Saved your ass, didn't I? Multiple times.
So
You-
if you give us the rock, if we use the rock thing, we can go to King's Hold, and then we have to get to Great Crest, right?
Your petty verbal attacks are meaningless.
Whole Sundry years
I was just really trying to change the subject.
So,
So this incantation for the rock, would love to know that.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
okay, and and while you're thinking of that too, where are the stables? I'll just pick the horses up, and we'll start moving towards the stone for teleportation reasons.
Okay. Everyone, this is now a relationship. And in one side of the relationship, there are
Oh boy.
6 of us who are trying to do various different types and pulling in very different directions. And we have
Oh,
Rob.
I've heard of these relationships. My mom had always told me to stay away from them.
That means
Zero says,
that
oh
it's
boy.
this is this is going to be very complicated. And we need to find a way to keep the peace while we're all working together. Okay? Yes, I'm sorry, Vico. I'm sorry, Don.
You say to because he's rummaging through all the books in the shelves. He's like, what?
Rob, you're gonna have to work with us too, because just like in other relationships, there are parts that are tough to work with, and you're no picnic either. So we're going to need to all learn to work together and to not push each other's buttons that we have found very quickly.
What you're
Okay.
saying is very wise, Kaylin. Like I told you, I have no reason to kill you, no desire to do so, and my goal aligns with yours to restore the runes.
So as
Like I mentioned before, y'all's whole hesitation in helping me is based on the fact that I choose my spells to in a more questionable, in your perspective, of a manner.
Fair, my hesitation is because you killed one of my friends.
He, like I said, there are bigger things than you and I, and he was a hindrance to
Hey.
saving the world.
Speaking of that, didn't you say if we brought you this rune or something, you would like bring him back to life or something? Like, wasn't that a part of the deal at some point? Are you gonna honor that trust and that friendship and that deal that you made?
As a show of good faith.
This whole relationship thing, both sides have to work together,
So
Pico
these
turns back to
horses-
the book.
Trair is like motioning to Kaylin, like, circle, stone circle.
I agree.
He says, well, I would need the body.
Hey, aren't we going to King's Hold? Oh wait, Trair doesn't know that.
Now,
Hey,
would
wait,
you
aren't we going to King's
resurrect?
Hold?
Would you resurrect him as his former self, or as like a zombie thing that you have a bunch of outside?
He wouldn't be back to his normal self, but he would have vague resemblance.
Perfect.
Oh, that's
Another
nice.
lie that this relationship is built on. Listen, I trust
Your
my
whole
friends.
existence is built on a lie. I would say you're the most untrustworthy here.
Great. We're 10 back in elementary school. Hey, listen, I trust my friends.
Oh, really? And your
And
sly
I'm-
comments throughout the past 2 hours have totally been above grade.
Varys is making his way down the winding staircase, and as he's doing it, so the stables are out to the right, right?
I trust my friends, and I trust that they're not going to lead me astray. But don't be mistaken. When I am powerful enough, I'll be back, and you will die by my hands. Do I make myself clear?
Good luck, honey.
And then I walk out.
Alright, Rob. So we need that incantation for that stone circle. So, you know, it's probably for the best that everyone is away from each other and doesn't talk for some time
apart. I think we need some time apart. Yeah.
So, yeah, if you could help us out with that incantation, and I mean, do you have any opinion in what, you know, what's priority or how we should take care of the tasks that are in front of us? Because there are several.
Well, as I said, the priority should be to preserve the runes that already are, or are still intact.
Do you have any leads?
But with every passing moment, the magical weave destabilizes due to the runes that already have been destroyed.
Who's your friend that you may know?
Yes, my friend would be a good lead to perhaps find one of these runes.
Barrymore?
And Barrymore?
Yes.
Alright, well, either way, is there anything closer to Kingshold? Is there any other stone circle closer to Barrymore than the Kingshold one?
I would say they're pretty equidistant. The closest one, just by distance, would be just to the northeast of Barrymore, but you would have to traverse through a pretty large mountain range.
Okay. Would you be able to mark these stone circles on the map that Varys has?
Yeah.
Do we have a map?
Yeah, he has a map.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great. Someone go get Varys.
I run out and I catch up with Varys and I say, "Come back or give me your map."
Okay, but Biko, we were trying to get some horses for every. All right, I'll come on back up. I needed some space.
You can do that. We need the map.
No. Here, I pull out the map. I'll go up with you.
I grab it and I run back up.
Well, hey, wait up! And I try to.
You follow the dust cloud I kick out.
All right, so he marks a stone circle. Here, and here.
Where's the last one? Okay. One there, one here.
Oops, sorry.
One there.
Oh my god, my map's moving.
Mm-hmm. So, were you gonna come down to the stone circle with us, or which one of us are you going to teach the incantation to? Does it matter? Can multiple of us learn it?
I think a magic user is the most suitable. And he walks over to one of the chests and opens it and draws a scroll and a sword from it. The sword looks fairly large, more like a great sword, and it has some runes on the edge. Seems to be very intricately and finely built. And he hands them to you, Kaelin, and says, "The sword is the key to activate the circle, and the incantation is the activation. Once you cast the spell, you will be able to concentrate on the location you need to go to, or the stone circle you need to go to, and you will be teleported there.
Okay.
Asks, do you have any other items that our magic users can use to help their magic be more stable? I know in here it helps. I know you can help them cast spells, but is there anything like a token or something that could help give them a little bit of advantage or help while they're casting spells?
Well, if you take a part of the tower, it should provide a little bit more of stability, but the magic eventually fades when you take it away from the tower.
That's great. Can we take a piece of the tower?
Do we have mining tools?
We
Oh,
should,
sorry.
right?
I think I do.
I think y'all should, because Sora still did.
I've got a couple uses of
Yeah,
the
I have
shatter
mining
spell.
tools.
He rummages through the one of the chests again, and he draws out 3 stones, and then presses his hand against the wall. And as he does so, the pulsating light kind of draws towards his hand, and then he touches the stones with his hand, kind of rubs his hands together, and the stones start to glow, and he gives them to you.
Thank you so much.
Piece.
Now, do y'all think if we were to do that to the chicken house, though, the chicken house would have screamed?
You know, I'm not really sure, Varys, and I'm sorry that I snapped at you when you talked about the chicken house earlier. It was just not a good moment for it.
That's all right, Kaylin. It's been on my mind. I've never seen anything like that. That's a true mobile home right there.
Are there other mobile homes?
Well, we'll get into that later.
Just Bloom starts walking towards the door.
I would have liked to have made my cart into a mobile home.
She has
Rob
her-
says, "Oh,
she has
you'd be
the stone.
surprised."
I guess I'll call out to Biko. Biko, I think we're heading out now.
Oh yeah, Biko has a pile of books, in his hand and under his arm, and he's like, "All right," and he looks at Rob. He's like, "Thank you for the books," and then as he walks out, he's putting the books into his pack.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Where are the stables?
As you emerge from the tower, you see 6 undead horses standing near the entrance.
Now, Bloom, I'll boost you up, and Biko, do you think you can climb up?
Probably I can just run out. I can run on the walls.
All right. Well, if everybody will just mount their undead horse, getting on up.
Do I break any of the tower with my shatter spell?
No.
Before we're in earshot of Dawn, Kaylin's gonna go up to Dreyer. Hey Dreyer,
Yeah.
I think you should hold on to this stuff, and I start trying to hand over the scroll and the sword.
Oh, okay.
You-
I take it.
I'm not sure if it would work with my type of magic, but also, you're probably the safest to have that, because Dawn and I can get a little worked out, especially when it comes to Rob.